bursting into flames in the sun.
That doesn't look fun either.
Also quick and horrible. So yeah, Dracula.
Yeah, he's got to watch the clock.
He can't stay out past his like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah, really.
Oh, hey, that reminds me. 4 a.m. Guess what? This Sunday morning, it's actually going to be 3 a.m. because daylight savings time ends.
Don't you kind of hate that?
Yeah, I hate it a lot. Sure,
Yeah.
you gain the extra hour, but you have one more hour to be depressed during the day.
It gets dark at like 4 o'clock. It's so depressing. And it's weird. I don't know. It's never happened on Halloween before, like Halloween night.
It's kind of perverse.
It's perverted.
What kind of pervs thought that rule up anyway?
Perverted Justice with Chris Hansen.
Is that the name of his new show?
No, but he works with this organization called Perverted Justice.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Perverted Justice is like the group that helps him go online and, lure these
His prey.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, he's kind of the biggest perv of them all.
Without those pervs, though, he wouldn't have a job.
That's true.
That's
we
right.
wouldn't know who he was.
Right.
Chris
Hansen.
They're never going to run out of pervs, is the sad thing. Every time they set up
Does he still do that show? Is it on? When can I catch it? I haven't seen it since he was on NBC.
I see it randomly all the time, but
I'm
don't
sure it's
know.
still on NBC, but I just don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I just see it randomly late at night on. I guess it would be probably on MSNBC. I don't know. Sometimes I'll watch it, get a kick out of it. Other times, I wish they wouldn't read all the dialogue.
Oh yeah, it's so dumb because the dialogue's so dumb.
Yeah, and it's gross, but it's like, yeah, some pervert and a pretend 13-year-old girl who's actually, an adult trapping the pervert. Say nasty things back and forth to each other, and
It's kind of perverted on both ends.
I don't need to hear all of that out loud. I believe that, they could just say this guy came to the house looking for sex with a 12-year-old, and that would be enough.
And I've always been. I mean, it's great to catch those guys so they're off the streets, but it's always seemed a little weird how they do it. Like, they're not really coming over to, have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Right, they just think they are.
I am Chris Hansen with Dateline.
I know,
NBC
I've wondered about entrapment.
It's like in Minority Report.
Yeah, right.
Am I wrong to think that?
I mean, I'm not defending that. I think they probably... I mean, I don't know what would have happened.
Well,
do the guys know that they're only 13?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so they really do think they're going over... That's weird.
No.
It's weird to arrest somebody for thinking they're going to commit a crime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Strange.
I guess they have it in writing. They get the dialogue to a point where they have it in writing what the pervo wants to do.
Yeah.
And then when they show up to
Uncute,
do
though.
it, I guess that...
Built good.
That's illegal.
That it implies...
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. It just seems kind of strange. Like, they haven't actually done anything yet.
And that's what
'Cause
they
I
always
want
say. But they usually get sentenced.
Yeah?
At least...
Yeah.
Yeah, if not a number of years, at least a few months, depending on the circumstances.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
They can get every minute of that too. That sentence.
Yeah, they
that's a bad thing to try to do.
They don't let him out early.
I hope not.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
There's plenty of them out there.
they'll run out of episodes
Laugh out loud.
if they don't let him out.
They'll never run out. That's the sad thing. Every time they set it up, 50 middle-aged perverts come running.
And
Don
you'd think some
27.
of these people would
Don
have
27.
seen the show before and, thought, this is a little weird. This seems exactly... Like, surely you must notice some patterns as you watch the shit of that show.
When they see the camera crew outside when they pull up, they should really know something's happening.
When they see the guy, yes, I guess especially when they see Chris Hansen. But that's too late.
Yeah.
Because Chris Hansen lets him go. They're free to go, but...
I've actually seen ones where the guy's like, yeah, I've seen this show. I kind of thought that's what it might be.
And they went
Laugh out
anyway.
loud.
I was trying to decide. I knew I probably shouldn't come.
Self-control issues, man.
What was that?
Self-control issues.
I am Chris Hansen.
Yeah, that's true. If they would just, if they know that it's gonna happen, they're pretty sure what it is. Yeah, they're like, yeah, but I gotta do it. I kind of gotta do it. They're not even gonna get what they want. They're not even gonna get what they want out of it. You know.
Would you get naked?
It would be one thing if they were actually gonna get what they wanted.
That would be a terrible thing.
It would be a terrible thing, but they know they're not gonna. I don't know.
Here's another letter. This one's really short. This one is called Zombie Socrates, and it goes like this. Dear Zombie Socrates, if you could be any fish, what would you be? Sincerely, Fishmaster Gerald.
Wow.
That's all it says.
Are we zombie Socrates?
I don't think we are, so I don't...
Is this letter mismanaged?
I don't think that this is...
I'll take that.
Oh,
Do you want to take that one?
Yeah.
Do you have an answer for them?
Do you know what what his favorite one is?
When I get a hold of him, I'll go ahead and have him write something, and I'll deliver it to you in the next show.
Okay.
Awesome.
It might not be in time for Halloween or anything, but...
Well, I was just
as long as we find out
for...
eventually. We like to keep people up to date, and you know, we always follow through with our promises we make on the show.
Yeah, we tie up all loose ends. That's one of the good things about this show. It's
yeah,
so
hello?
dependable.
Yeah, he says starfish.
Oh.
So,
Zombie
starfish.
Socrates does not know the starfish is not actually
really
a fish.
a fish.
But
But
that's
nice.
why they
That's
call him
nice.
Zombie Socrates.
Right.
Much of his Socrates wisdom rotted out.
Hey, did you know? Did you hear what happened about somebody got punched in the face yesterday?
Here in Iowa City?
Yeah, this guy ran up to this other guy in a restaurant and said he was a zombie, and he hit him in the face.
Seriously?
I'm not making this up.
No, I didn't
I'm really
know about
not
that.
making this
He
up.
said he was a zombie and he hit him in the face.
Right.
Said,
Took
like,
off.
I'm a zombie or you're a zombie?
Like, you know, what's up, dude? You're a zombie, pop.
Whoa.
And then he ran away.
Wow.
Well, if he really
Yeah.
thought the guy was a zombie, I suppose he's doing a service to the community.
Well, yeah, he's hitting him in the head like he's supposed to. We've all seen the movie, you know.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Did the zombie die?
No, he called the police,
Yeah.
and that's how the story came to be.
Well, it would have been a good story, even if he hadn't.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have known about it.
If he died, we would have heard. Zombie Slayer saves the town.
You know, I've always been afraid. Like Iowa City's a pretty nice place to be for
Right.
the most part, but I've always had there's always been this thought in my mind about what about the zombies?
Yeah?
I mean, you even have a cat named Zombies.
More than one. We have a cat named Plural Zombies. I know.
That's
Plural
enough to make
Zombies is
one.
the full name.
No, her name is just Zombies.
Zombies.
Yeah. But that's kind of scary. It's kind of Halloween themed. Oh, speaking of
So
zombies.
when do zombies stop, like, eating the person they just killed and then go on to the next food? Because really, I mean, if the meat's been cured or processed, they could just go back any time like a regular person would eat.
Oh, do they need living flesh? Because by the time that I don't know, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's never made sense to me
That
because,
does not.
like, the zombies feed off of the living, but once you kill them, then they turn into zombies.
Right.
And why can't you eat zombie flesh?
What's the window that they're looking at anyway?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, is there a time when the zombies, you know, still kind of have a person where they could just pick at them a little bit, or?
Ooh, yeah. They could keep
And
somebody
you
alive
never
and just
s-
eat parts of them.
You never see a zombie like eat a whole person. You just see
Uh-huh.
you see a lot of arms being ripped off, and you see them maybe take a bite of their face or
They
something.
go for the expensive parts first.
Yeah,
you know?
and then they like turn and look at somebody else and go after them
Right.
instead.
At best, you'll see them like tear out their guts, and like all the zombies will share it. But
Yeah.
yeah, you never see them eat the whole person. They're very wasteful.
Right.
That's one of the reasons I hate zombies. Very wasteful people.
Why don't they eat each other? Because
Just
once
eat
they
each
eat,
other.
you know, I guess maybe they have to eat. Maybe they have to stop eating at the point when the person turns into a zombie.
Well, I feel like that's the implied rule, but it's never explicitly been explained to me. But here's another zombie letter. Speak of the devil. Speak of the zombie. This one is called Zombie Jesus. Dear Zombie Jesus, I believe that God is a pretty cool guy who doesn't afraid of anything. Love, that's me, Jimmy. Again, I kind of think this has been misdirected to us. I know last week we had a Jesus puzzle statue, or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, Jesus puzzle statue, but there is no.
Did anybody ever pick that up?
No, of course not. Nobody ever collects their prizes on this show. That's why I only give away garbage. But